It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks playing host to the LA Clippers. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Bledsoe with it up top. The lead is 2. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Antetokounmpo. Clippers have got it. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
22, Chris Middleton. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard. To Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads just a point. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. And a nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Leonard to George. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Hill. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Leonard. His first effort off the mark. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 1. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Leonard to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. He buries it.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Leonard. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 4 for 6.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard. That misses with 3 seconds left. We played one in Wisconsin with the Bucks on top here on their home floor. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down, long way to go. So buckle up, it's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Deep left corner. Leonard hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Whoops, that won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Leonard. Fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
From the painted area, won't go down. George to Beverly. Gets it in the left corner. Williams. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Curling inside with a drop step. Shot from the lane won't go. To Leonard. George. Yes. Three-pointer is good.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Bledsoe to Middleton. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Williams into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Nothing going here on that drive. George. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Williams across the timeline. His team on top by 8. Lou Williams. He's 2 for 2 now.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Adetokunbo. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. To George. Giannis Adetokunbo snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Paul George gets it in the right corner. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
George, well defended. Giannis with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And look out, this is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Strong finish for Paul George. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George, That's how you defend.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Leonard, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
The assist on number 3, George Hill.
Leonard. To Middleton. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Paul George. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And the Clippers with the rebound. To George. Slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Scores from the post.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Missed it. Paul George rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Milwaukee with the basketball. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gets a look, can't hit. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
It's a big finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Almost unlucky bounce. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Leonard. From long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ballgame, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
To Williams. Goes reverse to lay it in.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Leonard. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Williams. Short jumper won't fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Oh, Eric Bledsoe, guy who can make plays. They dare him to take it, and he knocks it down.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Here's Leonard for two. And scores.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Harkless. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. To Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. Lopez to Bledsoe for three. Not done yet. Beyond the arc for three. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. It's LA Clippers ball to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To George. Fires the three, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Flushes it home.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Paul George. Leonard. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And strokes it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Bucks at the controls. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Ah, rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Adetokunbo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Adetokunbo over to the right side. To Lopez. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul.
The pass set it all up. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. The Bucks are now in the penalty.
Leonard. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Even to Zubac. Sends it away. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of NBA on EA Sports.